Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be getting into some Hooka gameplay. We're going to be taking on Dr. Terrence with the Heavies and Zookas. The Hooka Mania is still here, it's still on. And we're going to be crushing this. And I think I'm also going to boost Power Stone chance again. But before we get into Terrence, I'm just going to show a couple replays that we had here. I had a couple nice Hooka attacks. And I'm just going to kind of go over how I use Heavies and Zookas. I mean, we all saw it during the crowd, but I wanted to share a couple PvP replays using the Heavies and Zookas just because it's Hooka Mania, guys. So I'll throw this one in. I forget exactly which attacks were the good ones and not, so I'll throw it into 4-speed here. So basically what my plan is usually to get... See, this base actually worked out really well because there was a shock mine right there, so I was able to send the Zookas in first. They hit the shock mine, and then by that point the Heavies went up and surpassed them. So the only thing I really struggle with Heavies and Zookas is when I'm smoking them, it's just getting the smoke timing right, because there's like that split second if you do the triangle smoke where you throw it up ahead that I always kind of miss, and it's like they're delayed for a second. So you see right there, I threw the extra shocks because I wanted it to be like a more realistic attack and not waste all my GBE. So we'll go into this one next here, guys, and yeah, we'll just this is a different kind of landing I'm using here. It actually worked out pretty well. So the whole trick with smoking Heavies and Zookas is to be able to save GBE, right? And you see right there, I got the smoke done, so it's coming up on the Zookas last. This one was actually really close because I lost a lot of my Zookas. I think they stepped on some mines or something, but typically when I'm using smoking Heavy Zooka, I try to only use my GBE for health kits. Like, of course it would be better spent. Actually, there was a laser right there that I didn't even realize. I don't know, guys. Chicken's dumb. Alright, so we'll dive into this one here. There's one against a shield gen that was really nice. A lot of no ice hits, but that's just how my map's been lately. Obviously, my medals have dropped a little bit since the Mega Crab wasn't like super active in clearing player bases or anything. It was basically just like crab. So here we go. We get the triangle smoke. You see what I do there is I flare all the way back, and that works really well to get them into the position. Like if you do the triangle smoke and it's not like exactly where they're going or going to be, it just works a lot better to get the Zookas way out back. In my experience. I'm trying to find the shield gen base. Okay, this wasn't it either. We'll go ahead and show this one though. We'll show all of them in 4-speed, I guess. Okay, so this one I actually used the spread out Hooka, which is still like a really powerful strategy, and it's basically just take out the rocket launchers and shock the shock. It's kind of the same as RZM, I guess, or Rifle Cryo Zooka Medic. You could throw a boat of cryos in with Heavy Zooka Medic, but they're not as good because the cryos slow down the single shot stuff, and I mean with the heavies, and if you're letting the single shot defenses hit them, like they're not going to last long anyways. You see right here, we actually got a crystal, guys. Okay, so we'll throw this one into 4-speed here real quick. And okay, so this was another spread out Hooka, which, like I said, is still really good. This is what I used when I was a lower level, and I'm sure most of you guys do too. For the most part, you see there, I get wrecked by that hot pot, and then we made it up on the HQ there. So we'll show one more. I'm trying to find the shield gen replay. Hopefully this is it here, guys. Hopefully this is it. That's not okay. Whatever. We'll get into Dr. Terrence and quit chickening around and see what we can do with the Heavies and Zookas, guys. Alright, so Dr. Terrence is right here. And, yeah, we'll see exactly what we can get done. What do we got? This is the Tropical Terrence. Okay, so it should be pretty easy for Hookas. It kind of depends on the layout. I find, oh, I was going to boost Power Stone chance first. So first we'll boost Power Stone chance, guys. We'll get into that. And we will see exactly what kind of stones we can get here from Dr. Terrence. The power powders right now, I think it's at like 43 or something, so we're kind of on the way back. Crab was expensive for sure, but once this goes down, I can probably just use critters, and that should melt pretty quickly. We'll throw a couple of arties down to help them out. We'll shock that machine gun, and boom. Stage 2, guys. Stage 2. So hopefully we can get a decent amount of power stones here. There's 2 again. If we can get 1 extra crystal, obviously that would be worth right there. But if I get 1 extra crystal, just clearing my map in general, then I would be pretty happy with that, honestly. So we'll take out these buildings first. Now, if you're gonna use GBE to take down Dr. Terrence, you want to make sure that you get all the free buildings, because that's gonna take out more health than it's going to take up more health than it would be just shooting down the HQ normally. So I threw my troops there because that was just going to take way too long for the critters to go in, and nobody has time for that, guys. Nobody has time for that. So, okay, so stage 3, what kind of stones will we get, guys? What kind of stones are we going to get here? That is the question of the hashtag chicken day. We got 1 shard and 1 frag, 2 frags. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. They all add up. They all add up. I mean, it sucks not getting a bunch, like a big whack of stuff. And it seems like I'm kind of doing a pretty bad job of showing how good Power Stone chance can actually be. But like Zmod says, guys, they all add up over time. Like you will get, you will get your money's worth out of the Power Stone chance after a while. All right, so we're gonna use the Zookas here down first. 3, 4, 5, and hopefully we can squeeze those 3 boats in just in there, and then we'll go something like that. Oops, not like that. We want to go like this, and we just barely kept them all in line here. Now it's only stage 4, so it's not going to be like a ton of damage on the flamethrowers or anything. So you see I'm actually far away enough from the HQ right here that I can just flare out, and the Zookas are going to spread out wide. The heavies are going to get nice and close. Preferably you should check to see if there's mines in the way first. But you know how the chicken is with mines, guys. You know how the chicken is with mines. So we'll go ahead and blast down stage 4. That's kind of more or less how I like to use the smoky heavy Zooka. I mean, like there's a few different ways to like it kind of depends on the base too, right? There's actually an operation attack that I'll show in here in a second. Gotta love those cheap diamonds, though. Gotta love those cheap diamonds, guys. Nothing better than that. Alright, so what do we want to do next here? I think I kind of just want to get them on this base. As long as I get them to where that damage statue is, like, it's not really going to matter. I might need a couple shocks to get them down, but I think I can, since it's not really that long of a walk, I think I can just kind of launch them all out here. And what I try to do, if I'm just going to throw them out like this and more or less smoke them like Zookas, I try to make sure my heavies are on the outside. Obviously I didn't do that very well there, but that is like generally the idea. And you see right here, since the walk isn't that far, that it's not really going to be that important that the heavies are spaced out from the Zookas. Like obviously you want that, but it's not going to be like detrimental or anything. We're going to lose a few heavies there just because this spacing was terrible. That was really bad. Okay, so we'll go ahead and throw this one here, throw that there, and hopefully we can heal those rockets. We should be able to do that fairly easily on stage 5, guys. So yeah, something like that. I mean, that wasn't perfect by any means. Like, that was actually pretty bad, but if you get the heavies and Zookas all clumped together and there's only like 1 or 2 rockets on them, then you don't have to be like too perfect with the landing. Like it's more or less when you do the triangle smoke, is you're trying to get the heavies in position to take most of the rocket launcher damage, so you have to use less shocks, right? Like the whole point of heavies and Zookas when you're smoking them is to save you GBE, and it's probably the best troop combination for when you don't have a lot of offense statues. So that right there might be like exclusive to someone like me, where I have a ton of offense statues and I can just kind of launch them in. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really matter how well they're smoked there or whatever. So we'll try that again. And what I'll do is I'll go like this and throw all the Zookas down. And okay, there we go. And then we got the heavies on the outside. So go ahead and smoke right on up to this crate about. Hopefully keep them a bit to the right there. And then we'll do the same thing, guys. We'll do the same thing. We'll try to do it a little nicer here. Again, it's not a big deal if the heavies step out for a second. You just want to make sure that your Zookas aren't close enough for the heavies to oops. Oh, we absolutely destroyed that one. That's gonna be chicken getting roasted here. I'm not sure why I'm trying this crazy kind of strategy, but I mean, it's probably gonna be fine for the sake of all the defenses that are out here. There's not really a whole pile, but you see the problem with this is I'm so like tightly packed together that everything's just kind of getting roasted at once. And once the Zookas go down, obviously the raid is completely done. So don't do stage 6 like that. Don't do stage 6 like that unless you have like 4 damage statues and a bunch of GV or something. That was really dumb. Okay. So what do we get here? We got 1 crystal, 3 fragments. Man, I'm just getting shafted on this friggin' Power Stone chance. Like, just absolutely shafted. Okay, so we'll try to do a real smoky heavy Zooka attack here. Hopefully we can clean it up just a little bit. It kind of depends on the base layout too. I mean, these aren't really great. These are actually really bad heavy Zooka bases, because you see all the rocket launchers are like sitting on top of the heavy, so they're all going to be in the no fire zone. What I might do See, if I can go on the right side here, I can keep the Zookas in the no-fire zone of that rocket, and then hopefully I can keep the heavies in range of the 3 rockets on the left. I'm probably going to end up shocking them regardless, so might not really matter. But I definitely want to get rid of these mortars. They're going to be a big priority when you're using Smoky Heavy Zooka. Mortars that are close to the HQ. Oh man, really? 1 barrage and 3 artillery on a mortar? Are you kidding me? Okay, so how do we want to smoke this here? I think we're just gonna... The 2 smoke landing has kind of been working out okay. We'll get the Zookas nice in the middle. And then we're going to flare them up right about here. I gotta get them moving because those flags are going to expire pretty quickly. And I'm just kind of hoping here that we get a good walk and that the heavies eat some of these boom mines for us. This could go either way, guys. I'm not sure. We're going to lose a bunch of Zookas on the left. Thankfully, there wasn't a lot of them. Okay. So we're kind of all here. So I don't have enough GBE to actually smoke them properly. So hopefully none of them peak there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we will shock. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. As soon as those shocks come up, we're just going to get melted here. Oh, my God. Okay, can we finish this, guys? Can we finish this? We need 2 more shots. All the rockets picking us off. 1 more. Anyone. The heavy should take it down. Okay. Expert Smoky Hooka attacks, clearly. Like I said, guys, like I didn't want to do a guide for Hooka Mania because I'm not really that good with it, honestly. Like there's definitely some key stuff that I know to do, but I don't know how to really attack these Dr. Terrence bases with the heavies and Zookas. I'm sure you guys are doing a much better job than I am. I haven't checked out any of Zmot's Hooka Mania vids yet, but I'm sure he's got it. I'm sure he's got a good kind of layout for it. So we'll go ahead and show this one. This I actually did unboosted. Don't tell the task force guys. But we kind of greased our way in here without boosting, and nobody seemed to notice. So we ended up finishing it out, so it was actually fine. And we had to take down this base anyways because we had a really difficult stronghold yesterday, and maybe I'll go over that in a second. But you see here. Rough walk for sure, but it ended up being okay. So you see right there, I get the triangle smoke down, and you see how I'm kind of angled away from where my guys are walking. So this is how I fix that. If I smoke on the core wrong, then I'll just kind of do like I'll drop a flare like exactly in line with my first smoke. And then you see when I lock onto the core from there, I can get them kind of all exactly where I want them. The heavies out in front, the smoke lifts off the heavies first. And then I just shock everything that's going to be splash damage behind the heavies and just hope that the heavies are farther enough away from the Zookas to actually take it down, which thankfully we were here, guys. You see we just greased it out. But there goes Arma. And I'll show a couple of the other bases we had here really quickly. So we had, there was Arma we already showed. Disassembler was actually really easy. Commodore, we got a rough Commodore, so I'm actually super stoked that Kai was able to take this down. Like, obviously there's nothing on the core, so I guess we were able to save some shocks here. But I just hate this layout when we get the inside rocket launchers. Like, it's just so obnoxious and annoying. So we'll just quickly show here how this... how he was able to take this one down. Assuming he just smokes down on the right. Where is he going here? But yeah, we got we got a high 5 with the rocket launcher on the right side. Like, we just got a bunch of really crappy bases, and it was kind of hard to solo. So I guess Kai was able to manage this one out. He threw all the okay. All right, so where does he shock here? 1, 2, 3, and there's 3 rocket launchers picking them off. So I guess what he did there, which kind of worked, was he, instead of getting all of his Zookas packed, he kind of spread them out, and they did that little horseshoe thing, so the rockets were only picking them off like from a side at a time, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't able to just shoot and hit the whole pocket of Zookas. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear my map now, guys, and definitely leave a like if you found the video interesting, entertaining, or informative. Let me know how your Hooka Mania attacks are going, and that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I kind of like jumbled that outro, but we will see you in the next one. Chicken out.